Okay, I'm at this park. I think it's called the Acatia one. I run here to go to the bathroom all the time. This is where that spiritual people was over here. There was some really spiritual people over there. They're about to be visited by some giant friends of mine because they're so spiritual and good at stuff, to see if maybe they want to become things. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. And we've decided to smoke outside of parks now because the power of the smoke, we decided, might be smarter in the perimeter. So we've decided maybe if we smoke outside of parks and kind of get the smoke to hover through the park, because you're just trying to do the power. The smoke powers. You don't really want smoke. You want smoke powers. And what I did, I took every grandpa that was ever a beautiful, good man and smoked. I took every beautiful grandma that was always a beautiful grandma but smoked. Every precious mom and dad that smoked. And I took their every dream and wish with the gods for a better life, better tomorrow, better things for people. And that mixed with the angels and gods and all of our powers and wishes comes out in the smoke. Just to be nice and blessing to parks, schools, stuff like that. But we've decided we're going to park outside of all of it because the parameter might bring more miracles and better things for everybody. So we're kind of excited about that. And then, everybody wants to know about Google. So it's a big thing. Everybody is my queen, my queen, my queen. Finding out all about this Google. Why? Because they love the Google pages. Everybody was in love with Google pages. And then they keep finding out. Well, they said, you have to post this on a video. Everybody's going to know this is probably true. Well, this is what they're finding out through my queen, my queen, my queen. They're finding out that Google realized that I should have been worldwide viral famous, and somebody was messing with the technology. The United States got criminal people within Google company to make up massive excuses and reasons to just end Google pages, because the United States was not going to let me be known to be world famous in views or fame or credit or wealth or attention. So the United States was not going to let me become famous in a good way or wealthy because I'm famous. I could be the world famous poor, fuck you, dead nothing god, but I could not have a life worth living. In the eyes of the United States, that was just not going to goddamn happen. So when Google started busting them for controlling the views connected to my page, instead of letting Google keep trying to play detective and figure out the United States was doing it and other countries was doing it, they used criminal people within the company to just squash Google pages and destroy the whole reality of Google pages so nobody would care. And destroy the reality of thinking that I could be actually a god or anything else. So it would just be squashed and nobody would care. With the Facebook company knows they're controlling the views. The Facebook company knows it's all a nightmare and the United States is just criminal and sickening and they're just not going to stop. So Facebook knows this is just a nightmare and it's weird and creepy and everybody's stuck in it. And I'm just a well-known, massive, world-famous dead god among everybody who just takes time to my queen, my queen, my queen, or find out or know. It's that easy. I'm putting out my fingers per whatever number they're thinking everywhere. They're saying hello to me from apartments, from houses on top of mountains. It's just so obvious that I'm God when somebody just wants to know for sure that I am. So Facebook knows this is all just a setup and the United States really has become this creepy. And Google, after thinking about the fact that their pages were amazing, famous, fun, and nothing wrong with a Google page. So now that Google is really, really thinking about the fact that there was nothing wrong with Google pages, and Google pages were everything, the whole world, everybody loved having a Google face page. Google is going back and going back and going back and figuring out that the United States and other countries were doing this and knew that I was God. And they're kind of in shock and thinking about stuff.